let's talk about today. Money Monday, first day of the week, second week of May. May waiting for to really start that small account and really take off on the small account. Because guess what? April has been a little bit slower, right? April wasn't really giving us too many opportunities. April wasn't really allowing us to, really grow an account. You still have to have the right market conditions. And May is the first time that we're able to get these market conditions, right? So we are seeing nice rips, nice runs, nice big breakouts, and today was one of the best days that we have seen, probably in chat for a little bit now, and that's just because not only did I make money, it seems like everybody in chat made money, and that's the most important thing. There's days where I make money and maybe not as many people make money. There's days that you guys make a lot of money and I don't make that much money. There's days that, that we don't, anyone makes money because the stock market may be dead. Today's one of these days where it seems like I made money and everyone made money, right? And that's one of the best things about it, guys, is seeing so many traders just absolutely kill it. So for me, before, again, we even started in on this, I want to show you guys my P&L. My P&L right here is $473. I was in at 563, and then I got out at 623. So I had a nice gain right here. Right, that's a nice gain. I'll take that profit every single time. $473, and that was on 800 shares. So that was on 800 shares right here. And that was a market order in, and then I market ordered out 800 shares. Now, with that being said, I got out at 623. Today could have been another $1,000 gain for me easily. This is at 623. I was in at 563. This stock went all the way up to $8. Right, I could have potentially been making, $2,000 today if I kept holding. Right? But I'll take a $473 gain. And as you guys know, the big thing that fires me up the most is, of course, these bad boy gains right here. $3,100, $200, $171, $1,900, $150, $1,100, $142, $1,800, $450, right? Even these $227, $540, $391, $180, $560, $3,700, $355, $1,500. So many $339, $501. Right? Augusta making $1,375 in gains. Like, it just fires me up that it's not, me make money and no one else does, right? That's not the way a chat should work. The way a chat should work is we work together to all make as much profit as possible by alerting, by, knowing what stock's going to be the best, by knowing what stock has the best potential to break out, right? So that's, the best thing. So let's go over BLIN and let's break this down and talk about why is this stock ripping? Why is this stock running? How was I able to put BLIN in our morning newsletter as chart setups to watch right here? So why was this in our chart setups to watch? Where did this even come from? Because the last few days, BLIN hasn't really done anything, right? So let's all break this down. All right, this has to go back to last week. All right, last week we saw ABIO start going on a very nice rip and run, right? And ABIO is a 1 million in float stock. It might even be a little below 1 million in float. I think it is. Now, with that being said, we started seeing a lot of stocks that were 1 million in float go on nice big rips. We had ABIO, right? We had DFFN. We had NSPR, right? We had RHE, right? We saw a lot of big time gap ups. We saw a lot of big time spikes. We saw a lot of big time climbs, all right on these plays, guys, because they're all low float stocks. And you can see a lot of low float stocks even popping up right now. And last week was huge, right? The biggest one, as we know, was ABIO that went from, $5 all the way to $20. What was one play we did play last week as well, which was a low float play? EARS. We played EARS, went from $4 and spiked all the way up to $6.50. A nice, $2.50 spike right here, which was absolutely great. And that spiked because it went on a reverse stock split, right? Now, we should all know, what a reverse stock split is. If you guys don't know what a reverse stock split is, a reverse stock split is a reduction in the number of companies' traded shares that result in an increase in the par value or the earnings per share. All right, so when we have a reverse stock split, we change the price, take away shares from the public, and that's going to lower the float, all right? Because there's less of a supply now. So if there's less of a supply, we have a lower float, and when there's a high demand, we can lead to a very nice rip and run. So EARS, had the nice reverse stock split on the 5th or the 1st right here, and then the next day we started seeing a lot of hype. Actually, it happened. Let's get this exactly right. About 2 days beforehand. So if we go EARS, We could see EARS. Where is this at right here? I want to say it happened on 426, probably right around that area. I believe it was underneath a filing. Let's see here. There was a reverse stock split. Someone has a link again. Definitely just throw it my way. 426. Let me just see right here. I just want to be able to find this because EARS did have this nice reverse stock split, and that's what really got the reverse stock splits, excuse me, on the map for me. So that's what got it on the map for me. That these reverse stock split. Oh, right here, April 30th. EARS reverse stock split. I'm looking all around for this thing. It's right in front of my face. So what we have right here is April 30th. We have our reverse stock split, right? And that is what led to this very nice, easy run and rip for us. Right here on May 2nd. Right, so we have April 30th, reverse stock split, and I know, reverse stock splits lead to very nice climbs. They lead to very nice spikes, and especially in a low float market, that's going to be something that's easy going to get attraction towards it. So if we have a reverse stock split in one of these low float markets where we're seeing supernovas, such as ABIO, people are immediately going to get attracted to that and they're going to write it down. So EARS had 1 day of red. It got it very low. So let's, for instance, let's just crop this out for a moment. I just want you guys to see something. If we look at EARS, and I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. So right there's perfect. If we look at EARS on the daily chart before the stock split, what do we see? We see the stock basically doing what? We see the stock basically fading, 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 reverse stock split, drops off. And then what does that do? What does that drop off do right there? It not only has a low float now, but it also lowered the RSI. Little sign note, BLIN guys still going right now. BLIN is still going right now. Little sign note. It's about to get halted, it looks like. But and now a low float reverse stock split, everyone comes flying in on it. All right, BLIN just got halted again. All right, this thing is insane. Now let's look back at BLIN right here. BLIN, what can we see for the moment? Same exact pattern setup, right? Let's get rid of this big green candle. What can we see? Falling, 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 reverse stock split. It falls, and look how low it is on the RSI. It had a 28 on the RSI with 220,000 in float. Guess what happened? Now the stock is going on that big time breakout to the upside, right? So BLIN right here, guys, and I didn't even change this from this morning because I was doing research this morning. It had 28 million in float, or excuse me, it had 28 on the RSI, which means it's oversold. So we have a reverse stock split, which makes it 220K in float, 28 on the RSI, and now look what happened. Boom! Now it's shot all the way on up. Right now, it's shot all the way on up right here, 48 on the RSI. But just because it was a low float, low RSI, that's where this thing started taking on off. So sometimes a reverse stock split will fall down to the bottom right-hand corner of the chart, get it really oversold, and that's where that big volume comes flying on in. And that's what I put in our morning newsletter, right? This is our Dekmar Trades morning newsletter. Every single trader should be getting this, right? If you guys don't have this, make sure you guys are hitting up our support so you guys get this. BLIN, this stock came out with a reverse stock split on Wednesday, which gave it really good potential to spike today. This stock has been falling for the past 3 days, making it very oversold with the 28 on the RSI. I would keep this on high alert for any buying volume on the stock as it has room to run to at least the 13 EMA at 739. And look at this thing right now. It's still going. It's still looking to move. Where is Snakeskin Randy going today, guys? How much higher is this thing going up to? I would say 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average at 994. I got no doubts that it could easily get to 994. Now, is that a 100% percentage that's going to 994? No. But with that being said, it could easily get there. Now, why can it easily get there? Because it's a reverse stock split. Because the stock is low float, 220K. Because May has been insane with stocks underneath 1 million in float. If that's ABIO, if that's DFFN, if that's BLIN, right? We have all these nice rips and all these nice runs. So right here, BLIN, we look at this right here. And when did this come out? BLIN should have had a reverse stock split. Maybe this was the one that was in its filings. Came on out. So I'll look around for this one. I believe this one came out on the 1st, I want to say. What do we have right here? Article, statements. Bridge line. Did this talk about the reverse stock split? I'm just looking. I just want to find it for you guys. Yep, here it is. So we have BLIN. BLIN, we're going to have an effective reverse stock split, right? So that's where we have right here. Form 8K talking about the effective reverse stock split. So you always got to keep your head on a swivel to look for some of these stocks to really start taking on off, right? You always got to keep your head on the swivel to be able to say, all right, BLIN. I know that's a stock I always want to be watching. 8K. Let me check it out. Reverse stock split. All right, that's where this thing could possibly go on a nice rip and run. So, it really came down to the low float, the chart setup, the nice big spike today, but also the market conditions that we're currently in, right? Just the market conditions that we're currently in. And when I got in on this play, again, I was looking to actually get in on this play around $5 because I saw this thing, dropping a little bit. And I was like, $5 is a very cheap area. I may look to get in on this play at this time. And what we have right here is this stock just started moving, 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 and started taking on off. And right when this thing started breaking that 550 mark, that's where I was like, I got to get in. Because if we look back at our scanners, right, our scanners were really the one that helped us pick this up so much, excuse me. And a little side note, if you guys want our scanners, I know a lot of you guys have trade ideas already, and that's great, but they don't, you can't have the high of the day momentum scanner like I have it. If you guys want the high of the day momentum scanner, make sure you guys go to dekmartrades.com, go to scanners right here, and we sell the high of the day momentum scanner so you guys can have the same exact high of the day momentum scanner as me. Right? So again, if we look back at this, I'm looking at the high of the day momentum scanner at the start of the day. Nothing I really like. Nothing, 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 nothing. I'm waiting for a play that I know that I like. And then what happens eventually? We're waiting, waiting, and I believe it comes up right around this area. BLIN 532. And I'm like, BLIN, the stock that I wrote about, BLIN, the stock that I was watching, 534. BLIN 535. BLIN starting to pick on up 536. BLIN 537, 540, 548, 550. BLIN starting to pick on up right there. And what do right here? All I do is go over, grab my market order in, get in a 563. Stock goes on a beautiful rip on up, and I got out right before the Holtz. Oh, got out. What a little killer right before the Holt before it ran another $2. But with that being said, $473 in profit, grow my small account challenge even more, being able to stay consistent, grow my account, very happy with everything overall. So, this has been such an awesome play so far. I've been so excited to be able to, not only make money, but so excited to see so many of you guys make money, as that's, one of the most beautiful things to be able to see so many traders be able to make profit, lock in those gains, and, just be able to really see a lot of hype towards this thing. The market is continuing to spike. We're continuing to see big time runs and rips. We're continuing to see big time buying volume, and that it doesn't get any better than that, right? It just does not get any better than that to see all this big time hype, to see all this big time ripping towards it. So BLIN, how high can this go? This can go all the way up towards around $10 today. It may have a little bit of a pullback, but we could get all the way up towards around $10 today if this stock, makes probably one more U-shaped pattern right here. It may try to hold up towards around $8. Wanted to show you guys my P&L. If you guys, again, for some reason need some more clarification, TD Ameritrade will have the P&Ls published a day after. So if you guys like Deck, I don't believe you got in at this price. Whatever you want to say, I'll say sure. Let me screen share myself logging into TD Ameritrade so you can watch the whole entire thing and you could see that this is a real trade as well. Again, I always just want to be open. I want to be transparent. How many shares I bought, at what time I bought it, in a market order, in at here, out at here, just so you guys got that. All right. If you guys have any other further questions, definitely let me know. Awesome job today on Tradecaster. Awesome job in chat. And, just so fired up to kick off our week on such a good, positive, strong note. Great job today, team.